The Flower School. This is a poem written by a Bengali poet, Rabindranath Tagore. I'm sure this name is not uncommon to you. Rabindranath Tagore is the same famous poet who has written the national anthem of India. Rabindranath Tagore is an iconic Bengali writer, and he also won Nobel Prize in Literature. Through the innocent eyes of a school going child in this poem, he is trying to capture the thrill and excitement of the blossoming of flowers with the onset of rains. Let's read this poem in details. So the poet says, when storm clouds rumble in the sky and June showers come down, the moist east wind comes marching over the heath to blow its bagpipes among the bamboos. So when storm clouds rumble means rumble in the sense the it's June, it's the time when it's June month and it's a rainy season and there's a storm and it's the clouds are heavy and they're going to shower. They have already started showering down the earth, and the moist east wind comes marching over the heath. The wind is wet in the sense the wind has moisture in it. That means, again, it means it's a rainy season, so the wind is moist. And the bamboos have been compared with bagpipes. Bagpipes are the instruments, right, which are played for music. When storm clouds burst and rain begins to fall from the sky in June, the moisture-laden winds from the east they brush past the bushes with very huge, great speed, and then a very sharp sound emanates from the bamboo bushes. I'm not sure if you have heard such noise, but if you go to the village areas, it would be a very common sight. And then the crowd of flowers come out of a sudden from nobody knows where and dance upon the grass in wild glee. So, a huge carpet of yellow colored tiny flowers seem to descend down on the grass as the seasonal flowers erupt with astounding glee. Glee in the sense happiness. So, they're very, very happy. Now, Mother, I really think the flowers go to school underground. The poet is talking to his mother. He is talking about his own school and he is comparing his own school with the flowers. And he is saying before the grasses appear, he thinks that these tiny flowers, they must be underground to finish their home tasks. Like he does homework as a child, he assumes that the flowers also must have been doing their homeworks. Only after they finish the tasks, they venture to come out to the open. They do their lessons with doors shut, and if they want to come out to play before it is time, their master makes them stand in a corner. So here, the master, like in the school, you have teachers. Here, he is using the word master, and he is referring to the nature. Okay, so like you students have teachers, so flowers, who would be their teacher? Of course, the nature. Just as a child is pulled up from coming to class with incomplete homework, the same way the flowers do not dare to prematurely blossom on the earth. And such likening of the wildflowers with school going youngsters is nothing but a it's only an imagination that the poet is creating. The flowers actually don't go to school, but he has only made a comparison of the flowers with the children, and he is trying to draw a similarity of how these flowers have so much in common with the school children. uh, when the rains come, they have their holidays. Branches clash together in the forest, and the leaves rustle in the wild wind. The thunder clouds clap their giant hands, and the flower children rush out in dresses of pink and yellow and white. So, again, here the poet is making a personification. Okay, and he is comparing the flowers. He's seeing them, he's personifying the flowers as little children dressed in pink, yellow, and white. He imagines that the abode of flowers, that they are all dressed in these colorful dresses, and till now they were underground doing their home tasks and listening to their teacher, and now they have come out since it's their holidays, and now they are free to come out. Do you know, mother, their home is in the sky, where the stars are. He imagines that the house of the flowers is the starry sky, and that they come to the earth on annually, right? And in the child, the poet who is a child right now, he's so innocent, and that his imagination is also, of course, innocent and like a child. And he's saying that the flowers are very eager to come back to their homes now that they have enjoyed. And the flowers' mothers are there in the sky, and the flowers cannot remain away from their mothers for too long, just like a young child. Do you know, mother? Their home is in the sky, where the stars are. Haven't you seen how eager they are to get there? Don't you know why they are in such a hurry? Of course, I can guess to whom they raise their arms. They have their mother, as I have my own. So he is saying that the flowers grow up towards the sky, and the speaker refers to this as their house. Okay, so uh, the flowers' mothers are there in the sky, and the flowers cannot remain away from their mothers for a very long time. So they come out and then they go back with a big hurry. The child's innocence is so endearing, right? The flowers, they grow up towards the sky and then they come back to their mothers, just like the speaker who is Rabindranath Tagore. He is also a child and he also wants his mother, just like any other child wants their mother. So this poem is a beautiful, thought about the spring through a very vivid imagination and personification of flowers as little children. Now, let's see what other questions, okay? Here are some word meanings that are given, and I'm sure June showers come down means it begins to rain. Heath means shrubland. Shrubs are very small plants which grow on land, and these are also called heath. The thunder clouds clap their giant hands. Here, the thunder is has again been personified. A thunder cannot clap, but the poet is personifying thunder as a person who has very big hands and he is clapping. So when the thunder makes sound, thunder and clouds, they make sound. It sounds as if, it looks as if you can feel it like two people are actually clapping. So let me ask you, what rumbles in the sky? The storm clouds rumble in the sky. And what comes marching over the heath? As we have read in the poem, the moist east wind comes marching over the heath. Which word tells us the east wind is not dry? Here you can see the word moist has been used in the first stanza, and that shows that the wind is not dry but moist. How do the crowds of flower come out? They come out all of a sudden. And where do the flowers dance and grow? And how do they dance? The flowers dance upon the grass in the wild glee, with happiness, wild happiness. And which season has been described in the poem? The spring season has been described here. Where are all the flowers? All the year round, the flowers are present underground in their school doing their chores. Who are the flowers compared to? The flowers have been compared with the little school going children. And how do they do their lessons? The flowers learn their lesson with the doors closed, shut, right? It is because they lead a very disciplined life. Who does their master refer to? The master refers to the teacher of the little flower or the nature. Like I told you, their master is strict or lenient. Their master is, of course, very strict. And how do you know that? The line, master makes them stand in a corner, tells us so. And when are they made to stand in a corner? When the flowers come out to play before it is time, then they are punished. They have a fixed time to play, and they cannot play when it's not time. When do the flowers have their holidays? The flowers have their holidays when the rain comes. What changes take place in the nature when the rain comes? When the rain comes, the branches of trees they clash together, the leaves rustle in the wind, and there are thunderstorm. Here we have read this. See, uh, sorry. So here we can see that it's written here. The answer to this is here. Um, here. So the branches clash together in the forest, and the leaves rustle in the wind, which is why the thunder clouds clap their giant hands and the flower children rush out in dresses of pink, yellow, and white. Where is the home of the flower children? The home of the flower children is in the sky. And why are they eager to go to the sky? That's because their mother lives there. And what does the speaker guess? The speaker guesses that the flower children, just like him, want to see their mother and they're desperate to see their mother in the sky. Why are the flower children raising their arms? The flower children are raising their arms towards the sky because they want to hug their mother, to embrace their mother. And why are they in a hurry? They are very tired of their school life and now they are very eager to meet their mother. So, actually, through this poem, Rabindranath Tagore is remembering all the pain that he used to feel when he was a child, school going child, right? And he brings all those thoughts back and he has written this beautiful poem. Why do you think that the flowers dance up upon the grass in wild happiness? The storm clouds build up in the sky, and the moist east wind blows, bringing the first showers of rain. The flowers have been compared to very small children, school going children, and the rainy season happens to be the season of holidays, the best season. So they dance upon the grass like wild people. Uh, I think that's about it. I have discussed quite a few questions. Also, you have your own questions from this. Try to solve these questions. And if you have any doubts, any questions, please feel free to type your questions in the comment box. Thank you. Bye bye.